Hello friends, welcome to Programming Knowledge. So before going to further, let me tell you one thing that in our previous videos we talked about introduction of MySQL and how to install MySQL Server on three operating system on Windows, Linux, Ubuntu and Mac OS. And there is one more thing that I need to tell you is that from now onwards I'll be using Mac OS for our videos, but you don't need to worry about that because the process will remain same for our operating system. So in this video we talked about how to create databases or schemas in MySQL. So let's first of all open MySQL Workbench, which is a GUI for MySQL queries, and you can download it from MySQL website. So here you can see how it look like. So first of all, we need to create a MySQL connection. You can see a plus sign here. Just click on that. Now we have to provide the name for the connection that we're going to make. So just write new data. You can give any connection name you want, and this is the host name. This is the default port number for MySQL server, and click on store in keychain. If you are using Windows, then you will be seeing store in vault. Just click on that. Now enter the password which you have entered at the time of installation for the root user. And just click OK. Now we need to configure our server. So you can see configure server management. Just click on that. Continue. Here you can see the operating system and MySQL installation type. Just click continue, finish. Okay. Now you can see one connection is made. Just click on that. So you can see a blank page here. It is for writing your queries related to MySQL. And here you can see SYS stands for system, is the by default schemas that is created by MySQL. So let's create our own database. Here you can see create new schema in the connected server. Schema means basically database. Just click on that. Here you can give the name for your database. Let's give test. You can give whatever you want and just apply. Now this is the most important thing in MySQL. This is actually the query that software runs on the background, because we are not using the terminal, we are using the IDE, integrated development environment. So instead of it, if we are using terminal, then we have to fire this command in order to create a database. So just click on apply, and it says that our SQL script was successfully applied to the database. Just close this one and apply changes to test. So if we want to see our database, we can see here our database test is successfully created. If we click on it, you can see tables, views, store procedures, functions. We will see how to create tables in our next video, but in this video we only talked about databases. So now if we want to create database using query, then you can create on this button. It says create a new SQL tab for executing queries. So here you can see we can write our MySQL queries here. So for creating database, we have to fire this command, create database, and the name of the database. Let's say data test. Now if you want to fire this query, you can see a button here. It says execute the selected portion of the script. So just click on that and you can see a database data test is created. And if we want to make changes in here, we just need to refresh it, and changes that I've made, you can see here data test is created. Now we want to know how many databases are there and what are they. So for that we need to fire show command. Just write show databases. Again click on that button and you can see the list of databases that we have on MySQL server. Data test, MySQL system, test. Now if we want to switch to a database, then we can use command, use, and then the name of the database that you want to switch in. Let's say we want to switch to test database. Now you can see it applies. So now we are in test database, and currently test database contains no tables. But if it contain any table and you want to show the tables, then use show tables. Now it currently showing that there are no tables in our database. So now we created the database, but what if we want to delete the database? So there's a command called drop, then database, and the name of the database. So we write test, and you can see this green arrow indicate that it executed successfully. Now if you want to show the list of databases again, then we need to perform this query, show databases. Just click on that and you can see there is no test databases here because we deleted the test database. So that's it for this video. This video we talked about how to create database, how to use, and basically how to drop a database. And in our next video, we will see how to create tables inside the databases. So thanks for watching it.